Is broken out.
All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rikakwadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and double honors to the elders at Great Millstone. This is late breaking news. The National Guard has been shot over in D.C. And this is what happens when you bring tyranny to the people. Okay? All right. So let me let you listen.
This was clearly shot from an office building, from an upper window. You can see the glass is broken out. You can see what believes to be police officers struggling with someone, and also what could be a victim. You know what, we just don't know. You can clearly see the broken glass there that probably was shattered as a result of the shooting. Again, this...
But definitely looks like National Guardsmen involved,
Absolutely.
Perhaps transit police, even a citizen just in plain clothes responding to the scene. And, we don't want to get into too much detail. It just looks like somebody is helping either the victims.
It looks very much like it looks like you can see one victim down in camouflage, and then I believe where we're seeing all those officers on top, it looks like that's where that's very much looks to me like they're putting that person in cuffs.
This was clearly shot.
So as you can see, the National Guards have been shot, and we know that DJ Trumpet wants to enact the Insurrection Act, okay, and bring in martial law. All right. He wants a police state. All of this is the agenda of the elites. They want a police state. They want a new world order, okay, and that's what you're seeing before your very eyes, okay, the destruction of America. All right, they want to bring in a totalitarian rule, okay, a technocratic rule based upon technology. All right, so let's get into some scriptures here. All right, we're living in a time of evil, okay? We're not living in a time of peace. Okay, America will never be great again. This is the fall. That's what you're witnessing. We're literally the generation that will see the fall of America. All right. Okay, so let's go to Ezekiel chapter 7 and verses 1, and it reads, Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Also thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel, and the end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense upon thee all thine abominations. And my eyes shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abominations shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Yahshai, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come, and end is come, the end is come, it watches for thee, behold, it come. Okay, so the Lord is the one who's bringing forth the end of the rulership of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. It is the Lord who is doing this. All right, let's go to Isaiah 45 and 7. And it reads, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. All right. Okay. And we're not living in a time of peace. The Lord is bringing forth, all right, judgment in the earth. And he's using Esau, Edom to bring this forth. All right. Ecclesiastes chapter 3 and verses 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. All right, when we drop down to verse 8, a time to love and a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. And that's what time we're in. We're in a time of war, okay, in a time of hate, okay. That's what time we're in. We're not in a time of peace, all right. So the Lord is bringing these tokens to pass, all right, these prophecies, okay. We're in a time of evil, okay. Nothing but evils are what you're going to continue to see, all right. Second Esdras 14 and verses 16, and it reads, for yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. And that's what's happening, all right? The evils are increasing in the earth, okay? So you have somebody that went up to the officers and shot them point blank, okay? That's what the word is. And they say it's a person from Afghanistan, all right? Okay, so these evils are increasing, and that's what the Lord, it is the Lord who's, just understand that it is the Lord who's bringing this forth, the destruction of America, Babylon the Great, all right? Second Esdras 15, that'd be Second Esdras 15 in verses 5. He says, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. All right. And the reason why this is happening is because the Lord has to deliver his elect, all right, and bring judgment, all right, a final judgment on the world, and he has to judge also Israelites, okay, all right. Second Esdras 15 and 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt, which the modern day Egypt is America, with plagues as this is the point, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. So the Lord, it is the Lord who is bringing forth this evil in the earth. Okay. All right. And one of the reasons is to deliver Jacob. Okay. The elect of Jacob. All right. All right. He's not going to save all Israelites. He's just going to save his elect. All right. But that's the reason why all of this is happening. And the Lord told us that it would come to pass. It will be a time like no other, and it's only going to increase. All right. It's only going to increase. All right. The reason why they came with this, these troops, is because of the New World Order that they're trying to bring forth. All right. They're going to come forth with the digital currency, digital ID. Okay. And this is going to bring chaos. All right. Because people are not going to be willing to submit to a digital ID, number one. That's one thing. But the main thing is going to be the currency, the collapse of the currency. Okay. People have their money in the banks. and they have no understanding of the what is going to happen if they lose all their money. Most of these people in America Babylon the Great think that their money is safe, but it's not. When they collapse this economy, in which they got to do it at some point, all right, you're going to lose everything you got. All right. So this is the reason why they have deployed the National Guard. All right. Let me read this here. Some points here. All right. I asked ChatGPT about the quick reaction force that they're bringing forth. All right. And I'll read a summary of it. It says, under memos issued in late 2025, the National Guard in each U.S. state and U.S. territories, except D.C., has been ordered to form a quick reaction force trained specifically for civil disturbance and crowd control tasks. Most states are expected to allocate 500 troops to their state's QRF, which collectively would amount to roughly 23,000 to 23,500 troops nationwide. The QRFs, or Quick Reaction Forces, are to receive specialized equipment, batons, body shields, stun guns, stun devices, pepper spray, and training in riot, crowd control, non-lethal weapons, detainee handling, and domestic civil disturbances protocol. The directive reportedly comes from an executive order signed by Trump in August 2025, ordering the Pentagon to ensure that each state's National Guard are resource trained, organized, and available to assist federal, state, and local law enforcement. The goal have the QRFs, Quick Reaction Forces, operational by January 1, 2026. Okay, so these troops are being set up in place because they are going to end this economy. They have to bring in their great reset. Okay, all right. You will own nothing and be happy. Okay, and they know that there is going to be a great response from the people. They're going to go crazy. It's going to be civil unrest everywhere. Okay. All right. So that's the reason why, as an Israelite, if you need to turn to the Lord now before it's too late, because once this happens, all right, there will be laws passed, okay, against the ministry, everything. Okay. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 12:1. Ecclesiastes 12 and verses 1. It reads, remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Okay, so now is the time while it's still day. Okay, because the nighttime is coming. Okay, darkness is coming. Okay, all right. So with that, I say all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rikakwadash, Shalom.